tuning in to
WPSP, it's the podcast. We got takes, make picks, get sidetracked, football and fights, and some other stuff too. That's what we talk about, but who's the crew? Aaron Man and Chris Miller are the hosts. We sit around a table and we talk about sports, so let's get it started. We're ready to go. Now turn up your volume, cause here's the show.
Alrighty. We have returned.
Season 3.
It's season 3.
50.
50, yeah. Episode 50.
Big 50 boys. Yeah.
And,
thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. New intro you guys just got to hear.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Finally spruced it up a little bit. We'll have a new outro too, but that's not exciting.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Maybe further down the road you'll get something more special, but
yeah, we're thinking like a 1 hour outro.
Yeah, probably hour and a half.
Put
it's
a
like
full feature film at the end every time.
Yeah, then you have to watch the credits too.
Yeah.
It'll just say Chris's name a lot. Chris Miller.
Yeah, we got a lot of Chris's working here on production.
Yeah, a lot of it's a common name, so
yeah. But yeah, so we're here, season 3. We're back. UFC 13 is what we'll be talking about today. 313. Yeah, man, it'd be cool if it's UFC 13.
UFC 13. Carry on. I want to see who that was.
Yeah. While you're looking that up, yeah, we're digging in. I'll just start right on the main card here. We'll go through the main card, talk about prelims after.
It was 2 4-man tournaments.
2 4-man tournaments.
Yep.
So Guy
Mezger beat Tito Ortiz when Tito Ortiz was still in college.
Holy crap.
So he didn't do MMA. He was just a straight wrestler, and he came in and he lost to Guy Mezger, and then he kicked the shit out of Guy Mezger for the rest of the time. And the winner of the heavyweight class was Randy Couture.
Randy Couture?
Big beast, man. Beast.
So that must have been before Tito had that big fight in, was it Paris or something? Or
yeah. This was young Tito. Ensign Inoue was in it. He's a big early guy that was pretty good back in the day. Vitor Belfort knocked the hell out of Tank Abbott.
Is that when you could still take all the
this was like
drugs,
beginning. This is when they were still doing tournaments, which they stopped pretty early. But yeah, Randy Couture murdered everyone. He subbed the dude in 56 seconds, then TKO'd the other guy, which makes sense. He's Randy Couture.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's that. UFC 13.
UFC 13.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
Royce Alger was on the card. Big Iowa Hawkeye wrestler right there. So yeah. But yeah, on to UFC 313.
Yeah, UFC.
300 cards later.
Yeah. Yeah, holy crap. 300 cards later for season 3. This looks like a decent card, not the craziest hype card, but I'm going to ask a question about hype once we get through this main card here. But this first
card.
Yeah, this first fight we got here.
It's got good matchups.
Yeah, it's got
good matchups.
A couple close ones and a couple probably blowout ones, but we'll see. Anything can happen. We have a lightweight match, 32-16-1. King Green used to be Bobby Green.
He's still listed down as Bobby and on SureDog, and I'm pretty sure last time I said I won't call another man King, so I'm still calling him Bobby.
So you do the Bobby, I'll do the King.
Fuck you, Bobby. You're 32-16-1. I think this is his 50th pro fight, right?
32-16 would be 48 plus the 140. Yeah, it'd be 50th.
Yeah, then he's gonna get slapped, poor buddy.
He's been in the UFC since 2013. Kind of ebbs and flows with his wins and losses. He's been KO'd 3 times in the first 2 rounds since 2022. So all his fights since 2022.
Yeah, do you remember the Jalen Turner KO?
I don't know if I remember that one.
So he got...
I know I watched that fight.
It was really bad because he got knocked out and then Jalen... Like the ref didn't stop it and Jalen Turner was just like...
Oh, just kept punching him.
And he was like...
Oh, man. That's really going to do a number
everybody was like,
whoa,
whoa. And then, everybody was not impressed with that.
Who was the rep? Was it Herb Dean? Or was it, maybe it's Mark Herzog?
I don't remember. Kerry Hatley.
Kerry Hatley.
He's an older guy, white dude. It just says it right here on SureDog, so that's nice. Yeah, he was on kind of a nice little tear, I guess.
He'd go like on a 3 and then
he's
lose
mid.
2.
He's like the definition. Like a good fighter, but not like a top 10 fighter.
His odds right now are at plus 350.
Which makes sense.
He's 38 years old. He's going against Mauricio Rufy, 28 years old. Negative 500 odds. He's 11-1.
Yeah.
2-0 in the UFC, and it looks like he won in Dana White Contender Series.
Yeah, he's a big prospect.
He's had all knockouts except for this fight
one.
It was at Lontop.
Yeah,
or
Yontop. Dude, this guy was getting wailed on, but he's got
he's got a chin of steel.
Moutinho chin.
Oh, man.
Dude, literally like boom, 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 and he's just eating it. Like he's I think he's like a Native American looking fella. Could eat a punch, man. Like eating hammers.
Wow.
Like.
So that
Peru.
So if there's anyone else,
his
he probably
nickname's
would have
Goku.
gotten the knockout. Oh,
yeah, he would have gotten knocked out, I'm pretty sure.
So given all that information, I'm going to go with Rufy by a second round knockout. I think Bobby Green's chin is
it's a little suspect. Yeah. Bobby Green, he's a good fighter. I mean, he wins 2 out of every 3 fights. He's literally 32-16. So I mean,
it's better than 50-50.
Yeah, he's a good fighter. He's just not that guy anymore. I mean, he's 38. It's going to be his 50th fight.
This is a 10-year age gap.
Yeah, and that never ends well, which I'll talk about a little bit later. The age differential is always pretty tough because I'm pretty sure there's stats that show like when there's like a 5 to 10 year gap, like it's like the younger fighter wins like a vast majority of the time. Mauricio Rufy, he is part of the Brazilian Fighting Nerds is what they're called, with Caio Borraio and a couple other fighters, the guy that just fought. They're absolute savage.
So that's their fight team?
I don't know if that's... That's just kind of their nickname. They all wear the little glasses with the little tape in the middle.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, they're all on a tear, like an absolute tear. Forgive me, I can't remember. He literally just fought at the last card. I can't remember his name, but like, and the guy that's about to fight, Carlos Prates, he's a fighting nerd, and then the guy that's about to fight, Bryce Mitchell. He's a fighting nerd too.
Is that a fight night or was that
I'm not sure.
UFC?
Get a little sidetracked, but I'm pretty sure Bo Nickel's going to be fighting on the May 3rd card in Iowa. That'll be a fight night. I think he's going to headline it, and I think it's supposed to be against Rainer de Ritter. RDR, he just fought on the last card against Kevin Holland.
So May 3rd, because UFC 315 is May 10th.
Yeah, I think
so they
it's
must
just
have
a
to
fight night.
Squeak it in there because they haven't put it up yet.
Yeah, I think he'll probably main event that fight card against Rainer de Ritter, the guy who just choked out or submitted Kevin Holland. Good fighter, used to be a 2-time 2-division champion and won. Big step up. But yeah, on to this one. I think Rufy is an absolute savage. He's a killer. He's strong. He's powerful. He's accurate. Like, they called him the Brazilian Conor McGregor for a little bit. I think he's the real deal, and I think he'll get a nice highlight reel knockout here because I think he might already be a better fighter than Jalen Turner, and that's no slight to Jalen Turner because he's a solid fighter, but I think this Rufy guy's legit, and I think he'll get a first-round KO here.
Yeah, that'd be nice, too, just because this is another 10 p.m. card.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
I did like how quickly they moved it on. Was it 2 weekends ago?
Yeah, the Cejudo card.
They just didn't have any intros or anything.
Yeah, they just...
One fight after the other.
I love that.
Yeah. The next fight up, we have a women's fight. It's a strawweight bout. We have 14-4-1 Amanda Lemos.
Yeah.
She's about 37 years old, coming in at a plus 115 odds, and she's going against Yasmin Lucindo, 17-5. She's 23 years old with negative 135 odds. So looking at kind of Lemos's history here, I wrote down since 2023, it's lost to Wei Li by decision.
Yeah,
That's
that was a title
one.
fight.
Beat Dern by decision.
Yeah.
And then lost to Vernia
Yandaroba.
By a second round sub.
That's the Brazilian with the eye that's like Verna.
Oh, she's got like a messed up eye?
Yeah, I'll show you.
She should hang out with that pirate-looking guy with the ginger hair.
You should know who that is. You should have seen her before.
I've seen her. What's that say? Karaka?
Kara is her nickname.
Karkara.
She's almost got the same birthday as me.
She should hang out.
She's 10 years older.
Kai Kara
she's fighting Yao Xiaonan. Wow.
That one sounds familiar.
Yeah, she's the other Chinese person that fought Zhang
Weili. Yeah, Zhang Weili.
That's at UFC 314. So the next card we'll probably be talking about her. That's a good fight right there. She's 21-3. She's good.
And then on the other side of the card, it looks like since 2023, she's been on a 4-fight win streak.
She came in, lost her first fight in the UFC, I think, and then's been on a tear.
And so, given all that information, and that it is a women's fight, so not really likely for a knockout, I'm going to go Lucindo by unanimous decision.
Yeah, I am going, like I said earlier, the whole age gap. This is a big age gap here. It's like 14 years.
Yeah, this is even more than the 10-year one.
Yeah, it's a big age gap. Lemos is a really good fighter, but I just think her prime is probably in the past. And I feel like Yasmin is coming up on her prime. She's a heck of a fighter. I think she's good everywhere. I could see her possibly getting a submission, but that's unlikely. So I'm going to go with a unanimous decision as well for Yasmin Lucindo. Should be a good fight, though, I think, because Lemos is pretty good on the feet, but we'll see what Lucindo has. She could get fraud checked.
It says they're both strikers, too, so at least it should be not too much, wrestling. I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I'd be careful if I was Yasmin. Maybe I'd put a little too much stock in Lemos striking, but Lemos is pretty lethal on the feet, so I think the path to victory might be taking her down. Which is she got submitted the last time. And I'm pretty sure she picked apart Mackenzie Dern on the feet, and that's why.
Is Dern more of a wrestler?
She's a jiu-jitsu guy.
Girl. Okay.
Yeah, but there's that.
Yeah, there's that. Moving on to the
much more to say about that.
Who would? Moving on to the third fight here.
This one,
another lightweight bout.
This one is under the radar WPSP banger of the night contender. But the next fight obviously is probably going to steal that.
Oh yeah,
the Gaethje Fiziev.
That's gonna be
but nuts. This is gonna be two really tall bangers just to.
Based on the result I have here, it's lining it up for
it's going to be nice, man.
So, yeah, another lightweight bout we got here. I think one of three. I think there's 3 lightweight bouts on here. But
yeah, that is.
Got 29-year-old Jalen Turner, 14-8, plus 105 odds.
Don't let the record fool you. He's fought absolute killers. He's a good fighter.
Yeah, and then even that. Now looking back on that Dan Hooker fight, I didn't really think much of Dan Hooker or I knew they're killers, but not.
Yeah, and he had a split decision against Gamrot too. A split decision against Gamrot and a split decision against Dan Hooker, and sent Bobby Green to the Shadow Realm, and then lost to Renato Moicano. Well. Whoa.
Oh, and then that worked out because that was kind of his 2020 to 2022.
He's gone through the freaking ringer, man.
Or he was on a 5-win streak, and then he did those 4 people he brought up. Yeah. So we've been going through the ringer. He's going against Ignacio Bahamondes. These guys are similar in age, so the first time we don't have an age gap on this card. He's 16-5, so he's been 5-2 in the UFC. A mix of wins. He won on Dana White Contender Series. So these look like both similar people in terms of who they've gone against. Maybe Jalen's gone more against the ringer.
He's gone against way better people.
So this one I can see going either way, and I see that's why the odds are like that because it's only in the hundreds. I'm gonna go with Ignacio by a split decision. I think it's gonna go all 3 rounds, but it's gonna be some close fights.
Yeah, I think it's going to go all 3 rounds, too. I think it's going to be an absolute banger. I got it going. I think I'll go with Ignacio 2-1 here. 29-28. I think it'll be a good fight, though, but I can easily see Jalen getting it done. I just kind of like the trajectory of Ignacio a little bit more. But Jalen's gone against some serious people, and he's on a real tear right now. I'll be rooting for Jalen. I like Jalen Turner a lot, but I think I gotta say Bahamondes is gonna get it done here, but we'll see. I'm rooting for Jalen, but I think it'll be a decision for Bahamondes.
Yeah, should be a good fight either way. This next fight here, though, the co-main event. Now, are they gonna do 3 or 5 rounds for this? I was trying to find it out earlier, but I wasn't sure.
That I don't know.
Because it's not a BMF, right? It's just a
sometimes
fight,
they make them 5 rounds.
But anyway, the fight itself. This third lightweight bout. 25-5. Justin Gaethje going against 12-3. Rafael Fiziev. Yeah. 4-year age gap there. Both strikers. This is the rematch, too. Yeah. It's the rematch against these two from 2023.
First one was an absolute banger.
What happened with that? Was that a split decision?
Split decision,
majority
for Gaethje.
Decision?
Yeah, but it was, so according to verdict, it's a 3-rounder, but I don't know.
Oh, so it probably is.
It's probably a 3-rounder. They usually know their thing.
That's not terrible. I mean, with this
that's
fight,
good because Fiziev's coming off, 2-week notice?
Oh, yeah, because Dan Hooker got injured, so the replacement.
It hasn't been very long.
Yeah. So this is Gaethje's first fight since getting slept by Holloway with 1 second left in the 5th round.
Yeah.
In an absolute banger of a fight.
Yeah.
And BMF
kind of a
title.
dominant performance, but it was a banger.
Yeah.
Max looked so fucking
sharp.
Yeah.
But these guys especially Gaethje, he's always making.
Yeah, it's going to be these two are going to
they're going to bang, man.
It's going to be an awesome fight.
And I was just looking at Gaethje's history of fights. It is saturated with talented fighters.
Every person that he fights is good.
Yeah.
As soon as he came into the UFC, it was like good. I think his first fight was against Eddie Alvarez or what's his name? Other Brazilian.
Oh man.
It should be right. Edson Bart. No, it was against. Okay, so it was against Michael Johnson, then Eddie Alvarez.
Oh wow.
And then Dustin Poirier, and then he kicked the hell out of James Vick.
Michael Chandler's
Edson Barbosa,
in there.
Cowboy
Cowboy's
Tony
in there.
Ferguson, got killed by Khabib, Michael Chandler, Charles Oliveira, Fiziev, Poirier again, Holloway. Sheesh.
Yeah, it is.
Man.
It is a list. So just looking at the two lists of who they've gone against, I mean, Gaethje definitely takes the cake there.
Yeah.
I saw Rafael got KO'd by Gamrot in 2023.
So he tore his ACL.
Oh, so
early.
It's TKO.
He leg kicked, and I think Gamrot might have checked it, and his knee just blew.
Okay, because I was surprised to see Gamrot get a KO.
Yeah, he blew his knee out on a leg kick. It was pretty early, I'm pretty sure.
So this one is kind of
second round.
I wrote this one down as a game time decision because I haven't really made up my mind on this fight yet. Because I'm just wondering how Gaethje's chin is. Because that was the first time he's ever knocked out, right?
Yeah.
But is the other guy? Because he's 12-3. Has he gotten knocked out before?
No, his own. Well, he got TKO'd in 2019 with a spinning back kick and punches. But other than that, just a split decision or majority decision for Gaethje.
This one's tough. I really want to go with Gaethje, but I'm going to go with Rafael. Which round? It's got to be a knockout. Third round knockout, Rafael. I don't like saying it, though. I'm going to be rooting for Gaethje.
I'll go with a decision Gaethje here. I'm an absolute banger. I can see it being a split decision or a... I mean, obviously, either one of them can get slept because these guys are nasty. I just can't ever pick against Gaethje. I just really love Gaethje.
Yeah.
I might have picked against him with Max Holloway, but that's Max Holloway.
Yeah, those are two.
That's Max Holloway. I love Gaethje. I'll be rooting for him hard. So this is a heart pick.
But it'll be good to get some parity going.
Yeah, it's
here.
tough.
Yeah.
Fiziev coming off a knee injury, short notice. I'm sure he's been training hard, though, coming off of that knee injury.
Short notice, too.
But I think Gaethje, because I like you, Gaethje. What do you say, buddy?
Oh, everything does lean for Gaethje, but I'm going to stick with it.
I don't know. I mean, Fiziev's more of an up-and-comer right now, and he did just get murdered and slept. So...
But
we'll see.
We'll see.
On to the big one, man.
Yeah, on to the big event. We got Rockface, Stoneface.
Bloody hell, man. I still don't know what I'm going to go with this.
Oh, man. So it's a light heavyweight. It's Alec Bahia going against Magomed Ankalaev. Let's see. 12-2 on the one side, Bahia. On the other side, 21-1. So Alex's track record, I think, is more impressive, maybe, than Magomedov's. I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems like it.
Yeah.
But but he's usually, like we've said this before, he's got those nukes for fists. So he's more of just getting the knockouts. But if you put the wrestling on, I don't know what happens.
So I'm pretty sure when he had that draw against Jan, pretty sure on the feet for a little while, Jan was beating him up and kicked the shit out of his legs and whatnot. And then the final, 3.5 from then on, I'm pretty sure he started taking him down.
Okay.
And that's what won him the last 2 rounds. And obviously, he's got really good stand-up. But we'll see.
Yeah,
just trying to get to this.
It looks like Magomed hasn't been knocked out before.
Yeah, he's 19-1, and he got triangled, I think, by Paul Craig.
And it looks like most of his wins are knockouts. But that was going to be my question for you: is what's his wrestling like? Because
I'm trying to pull it up. I should be getting there soon. Yeah, here it is, the light heavyweight title. Let me get to round 3. Ankalaev races forward. Rex is yeah.
because he does have some decisions in there. A lot of knockouts and TKOs.
Yeah.
A draw against Jan.
Yeah.
Or is that what you're talking about?
This is what I'm looking at
He
right
went against
now.
Jan. Okay.
Yeah, so Ankalaev starts to take him down in round 4, and then on to round 5. I'm pretty sure he takes him down again, and then the crowd showers him booze because he takes him down. So that's where I'm a little nervous here for my guy, Alex.
That's where I got confused too. Is I thought you were talking about Pahea and Jan. I was like, I thought Pahea beat Jan, but
Pahea did beat Jan. I was trying
Ankalaev,
to see.
Yeah,
Ankalaev. He doesn't take down people a lot. It's 0.92 per 15, but he will if he needs to, and I think he probably will need to. He could definitely chin Pahea. He's got good striking.
I was going to say, with the knockouts he's got.
Yeah, he's got good striking. He's not like the stereotypical Russian that only wrestles. He's got good hands. He's a kickboxer, I'm pretty sure, but he also is good at wrestling.
Man, this is a tough draw. And Roundtree went 4 rounds.
Yeah, I think the path for Alex is to get a finish here.
Probably early.
It doesn't necessarily have to be early. I think that'd be the best.
Not off the feet.
Yeah, I would.
Ground.
I would recommend trying to get in the first 2.
Yeah.
But I think if it's a close fight, I think Ankalaev will wrestle here, and that's scary.
This one's just like that fight before, where I wanted to go towards Gaethje with it after kind of breaking it down more, speaking it out. But I circled something here. I'm gonna run with it just because why not? I'm gonna go with Pahea knockout. I said third round on the last one. Speed it up. Second round.
All right.
Second round knockout. Yeah.
So I'm rooting hard for Alex. I really want him to win here, but I think Ankalaev is going to take him down, and I think he's going to try to wrestle him here. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm rooting hard for Alex, but I think I'm going to go with Ankalaev by decision here.
I think that's a smart pick. It's a tough.
I think it'll be a really close fight.
Just the odds alone.
Minus 112, minus 108 according to UFC's website.
Yeah. Or how does that work?
I'm pretty sure that means that Pahea is a slight favorite right now. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Ankalaev just because I think he's gonna grapple here, and we haven't really seen Poatan get grappled very often because he's been able to stop the takedowns decently, but I don't know.
Because he must have stopped him against Jan, or Jan got tired.
Yeah, Jan got tired, and
And that was a split decision. It
very well could have went to Jan. Very well could have.
Yeah.
But it didn't, and I'm happy it didn't.
Yeah.
Because Jan's kind of boring.
We didn't need him as the. I think we said
we need
that
this
last
killer,
time. We didn't need him as the champ. This makes it interesting.
Yeah, we'll see. Obviously, I don't need another Ankalaev champion.
Oh, yeah, we don't need that. That's going to fulfill the memes I see on Instagram of all the champs. You get, like, Islam and this guy.
Ilya is going to come. Ilya's moving up. We haven't, obviously, nobody talked about that. Ilya's going up. He's trying to get a fight against Islam for the 155, so he vacated. So it'll be, what's his face? Alex Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez for the vacant title.
I didn't realize Diego was, like, that highly ranked.
Yeah, he's up there, man. He's been going on a tear. But, yeah, so that sums up the main card, I think?
I was going to ask a question. Maybe we can start doing this where we just kind of rank the fight before we watch it, how much hype we think it has.
Okay.
On a scale of, like,
Are we doing all or just this one?
Like, just this one here.
We'll go with a 6.
6? Yeah.
Because I think it could be really good, but I have a gut feeling it's going to be a snooze fest. I think Ankalaev, I really just think he's going to try to. I mean, I hope I'm wrong, man.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll give it a 7.
That's where I was kind of at. It was
I'll give it 6.5.
That sounds good. I like a 6.5 on the WPSP going into the preliminary hype scale, and then
are we talking whole fight card?
Just the main card.
Yeah, like the whole main card.
Yeah, just.
Okay.
And then we can come back and.
I'll give it a 6.5. That doesn't change.
6.5.
I really do like the King Green Mauricio Rufy fight. I like the Jalen Turner Ignacio. It's a good card. It just doesn't have the face value.
Yeah.
I think it'll have really good fights. Maybe I'll stick with 6.5.
I figure this will make it easier for us too.
At least we'll get a sort of baseline at some point.
Do like a 6.5 here, and then when we come back, talk again, we can say, okay, this is how we ranked it after watching.
Yeah, we'll rank it after we watch it.
Oh, that was a 4. Maybe that was a 7. You know.
Hey, it can only be better or worse from a 6.5.
Yeah, or it could be the same.
It could be a 6.5. I'm hoping for a 8 to 10 range would be great. I'm just hoping it's finish. I want all these people to finish.
What if the women's fight was the only knockout, and then the rest all went decision?
Are we talking boring decisions? That would. I'm not gonna say that would be awesome. I mean, obviously, I want more finishes, but
it'd just be a weird one. I'm like, I don't even know how to score that, but we'll figure that out when we get there.
We'll get there. But yeah, I'm excited for this fight card. Quick. Chris Gutierrez is on the early prelims. He's a former contender. It's kind of surprising to see him down here as an underdog against John Castaneda.
21-6.
You got the recent Ultimate Fighter champion Myron Santos going against Francis Fire Marshal. Should be a pretty decent fight. Alex Morono versus Carlos Leal. Morono's been around and he's going against a killer in Carlos Leal. Bruno Ferreira, he's a pretty big prospect coming up against Arman Petrosian. Josh Van versus Ray Saruya. I could be wrong. I should have looked it up, but I'm pretty sure Ray Saruya is a big wrestling guy. I think he might have been on the world team for Japan, which has been pretty good lately.
It's good to see another Japan fighter.
Yeah, I like to see that too. And then the main prelim fight, Curtis Blades versus Rizvan Kuniev. I got Curtis Blades here. I don't know why he's on the prelims again. He's going against Rizvan. Rizvan just came off the Dana White Contender Series, so I don't know why he's getting fast-tracked so much. I mean, maybe he'll kick
Blades ranked?
Yeah, he's number 5.
Oh, what?
Like, he's the number 5 heavyweight. Like, I don't quite get the disrespect for him constantly. He's not even a boring fighter. We're putting fucking Amanda Lemos on this fucking shit instead of him. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, honestly.
Like, whatever. But I think he'll take care of business. Rizvan Kuniev is pretty good, but I don't know. I just like my guy Curtis. That one's for you, Jed. I know you loved Curtis Razor Blades. No, he hated him.
I was going to say, wasn't that there's someone you tell me that he really disliked.
I don't quite know why. He just absolutely.
I hate this guy.
Yeah, he hated Curtis Blades. So more power to him. I think that's about all the news. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot more news in the UFC, but I can't really think of it right now.
Yeah. We'll save our NFL news for another day.
Yeah. Some good news, maybe. Who knows?
We'll have a lot of.
Who knows?
There's been a lot of off-season stuff already.
A lot of stuff going on, man.
We'll let it happen for now.
Yeah, we'll see what's going on. And then wrestling conference championships are this weekend. So
is that college or is that just?
Yep, conference championships this weekend. Big weekend. I'm excited. Big weekend. There'll be the Big 10 semis, Big 12 semis, and UFC fights happening all at the same time. It's gonna be wild.
A good weekend.
Yeah. So I think that's it, right?
Yeah, that's a wrap.
Go Bills.
Yeah, go Bills.